One race that can define a career, one race that can produce extreme emotions. That race is the Daytona 500.
Hey there, NASCAR fans. Today we make the ultimate pit stop, where we unravel the exciting changes awaiting us at the 2024 Daytona 500. From qualifiers, new rules, changes on track, to new drivers, teams, and the hot topic of electric cars, we've got it all covered. Get ready for a roller coaster of information as we dive into the fresh twists and turns coming your way. Rev your engines and mark your calendars because the 2024 Daytona 500 is set to kick off on Sunday, February 18th. It's the iconic 500-mile NASCAR Cup Series season opener, and this year promises to be a game-changer. Buckle up as the qualification system is getting a facelift. In a bid to amp up the excitement, NASCAR is introducing a modified qualifying format for the 2024 season. While the top 10 will remain unaffected, the remaining positions will see a shakeup. Each race's 36-plus entrants will continue to be split into two groups for time trial qualification, with the fastest 5 drivers from each group advancing to the pole round and setting the top 10 starting positions for the main event. That hasn't changed. What will change is the manner in which positions 1140 are determined. Previously, the cars that finished outside the top 5 in the two groups were seeded 1140 based on their fastest qualifying lap, regardless of which group the drivers were in. Now, cars not advancing from Group A will determine the outside row for positions 1140, while Group B will decide the inside row. Officials landed upon this alteration after feedback from the industry, because track conditions can change throughout the course of a qualifying session. The goal of defining what row a driver may start from is to limit those possible variances. Get ready for nail-biting moments as drivers fight for their spots in this revamped system. Fresh blood is hitting the track. Get to know the new teams and drivers revving up for the 2024 Daytona 500. Along with full-time entries from chartered teams in the sport, NASCAR also allows 4 non-chartered entries into the famed Daytona 500. A car, driver, or team without a charter does not have any guarantee of a starting spot on race day. This is known as the open entry system. The starting spot for the 4 open entries is decided by the preceding duels at Daytona. 2 cars and drivers gain a spot in the main race by finishing highest in each of the 2 duel races. The remaining 2 spots are filled by a traditional qualifying attempt before the race, along with the rest of the field. The 2023 Daytona 500 saw 6 open entries trying to qualify for the event. Who are the NASCAR open entries for the 2024 Daytona 500? The upcoming 2024 iteration of NASCAR's crown jewel, the Daytona 500, is set to see the following open entries. David Reagan, RFK Racing. The former full-time driver turned broadcaster and analyst for the NASCAR Race Hub, David Reagan will be competing in the upcoming Daytona 500, with Brad Keselowski co-owned, Roush Fenway, Keselowski Racing. The 38-year-old will be seen driving the number 60 for the team, which has seen an upward trajectory in terms of form since last year. BJ McLeod, Live Fast Motorsports. BJ McLeod will be another driver trying to qualify for the famed 500-mile-long race with Live Fast Motorsports. The NASCAR Xfinity Series team owner and part-time Cup Series driver will be hoping to make it into the 4 open entries. Anthony Alfredo, Beard Motorsports. Anthony Alfredo will be trying to make his second Daytona 500 start with Beard Motorsports in 2024. Alfredo will also be running a part-time schedule with the team, including events such as the Geico 500 at Talladega Superspeedway. Jimmy Johnson, Legacy Motor Club. Carvana will sponsor 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson's entry into the Daytona 500. He won the race in 2006 and 2013, but his open entry last year was a forgettable run. While he did record stage points, he failed to lead a lap. He was caught up in a wreck on lap 204 to end his day early and finish 31st. Kaz Grala will enter his 3rd Daytona 500 in 2024. He made starts both in 2021, finishing 28th for Cowlig Racing, and in 2022, finishing 26th for the Money Team. Grala has 1 win in his career at Daytona, coming in the Truck Series in 2017. Front Row Motorsports had a 3rd car attempt to qualify in 2023 with Zane Smith, and he finished 13th. From the experienced Jimmy Johnson, David Reagan, joining RFK Racing to the Xfinity Series driver, Anthony Alfredo teaming up with Beard Motorsports, the lineup is stacked with talent. But that's not all. NASCAR's open entry system continues, with drivers battling it out in the duels at Daytona to secure their spot in the Great American Race. Say farewell to the grassy sidelines as less grass is in Daytona International Speedway's future. A portion of grass has already been removed and replaced with fresh pavement, all following Ryan Preece's airborne barrel roll down the super stretch in the August 2023 NASCAR Cup Series at Daytona Speedway.
Now for Harvick. Oh, and around goes a couple cars. Preece upside down. He's barrel rolling through the grass, upside down in the infield.
In reviewing the aftermath of Preece's crash, including a reconstruction of the incident, officials determined the grass indeed had a negative impact on the car, both creating lift and grabbing the vehicle as it rolled upside down against the lawn. After the 2024 Daytona 500, the remaining stretch on the backstretch will be paved to the middle of Turn 3. The grass is making way for fresh pavement to enhance safety and reduce the risk of cars catching air. No more green surprises, just pure racing adrenaline. This year, the 2024 Daytona 500 will feature none other than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as the Grand Marshal. The actor and WWE superstar will add a dash of Hollywood flair to the opening ceremonies, making this race a star-studded spectacle. Quick flashback to the 2023 Daytona 500, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. emerged victorious, steering his way to triumph in the number 47 JTG Daugherty Kroger Cottonelle Chevrolet Camaro. With intense competition from Joey Logano and Christopher Bell, the 2023 race left fans on the edge of their seats. Now let's dive into the world of new sponsors, fresh alliances, and a groundbreaking twist: the introduction of electric cars on the track. First up, we've got a major shakeup in the NASCAR scene with Kyle Busch making a bold move to Richard Childress Racing. After over a decade with Monster Energy, Kyle is now revving up his engines with a new sponsor, Zone Premium Nicotine Pouches. It's not just a change in branding, it's a whole new era for Busch as he takes on the Daytona 500 in the number 8 Zone Chevy. Drop your predictions in the comments below. Can Rowdy Busch clinch victory with this fresh partnership? In another exciting development, the iconic orange drink Sunny D is making a return to the NASCAR field. This time, it's teaming up with Cup Series debutant Josh Berry at Stewart-Haas Racing. Berry, fresh from the Xfinity Series, will be sporting the Sunny D colors on his Mur 4 Ford Mustang. What memories do you have of Sunny D on the track? And how do you think Josh Berry will represent this legendary brand in the Daytona 500? As a bonus, Kevin Harvick, the face of Sunny D for years, won't be behind the wheel this time. Instead, he'll be in the Fox Sports booth, offering commentary after announcing his retirement last year. How do you feel about this change, and are you excited to hear Harvick's insights from the broadcasting booth? Now, for the buzzworthy news, NASCAR is testing the waters of electric racing with a demonstration run at the LA Coliseum ahead of the Clash. David Reagan will be the first to take the wheel of the electric car. What's your take on NASCAR venturing into electric racing? Are you excited about the prospect of a potential electric series in the future? Let's address the elephant in the room, the debate around electric racing. Some fans might be skeptical, but reports from a multi-day test at Martinsville Speedway showed promising signs. The lap times of the electric car were within tenths of its gas-powered counterpart. Do you think electric racing has a place in NASCAR, or are you a traditionalist who prefers the roar of engines? Manufacturers like Toyota are closely involved in the development of electric technology in NASCAR. How do you think this move will impact the landscape of motorsports, and which manufacturers would you like to see join the electric revolution in NASCAR? And there you have it, folks. As the green flag waves and engines roar, the 2024 Daytona 500 promises a fusion of speed, skill, and surprises. With a revamped qualification system, new teams, and the iconic track's transformation, this year's race is poised to be a groundbreaking spectacle. So, fasten your seatbelts, NASCAR enthusiasts, because the countdown to the Great American Race has officially begun. For more exciting content, hit that like button, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for more racing action on Lucky Dog on Track.